Here in Chicago, it was a largely peaceful political protest today as tens of thousands of people converged on the Loop and in many suburban locations as well to condemn the policies of the Trump administration. They call it the No Kings Day protest. Now, we have team coverage tonight, beginning with Fox 32's Nate Rogers. Nate?
Absolutely, Dane. This was by far the largest ICE protest we've seen happening right here in downtown Chicago. Police sources telling us within the last hour, as you just mentioned, for the most part, demonstrations earlier today remained peaceful. However, you can see behind me right now several police officers, dozens of police officers that are on their bicycles patrolling the area. We are told that a pop-up, unpermitted protest broke out here within the last hour and a half ago. But first, we do want to show you part of the demonstrations which occurred here earlier.
We are out here on a peaceful protest, but we are pissed.
A massive demonstration kicking off right here at Daley Plaza. Students, seniors, migrants, even man's best friend calling out fascists.
It's got to be persistent and it's got to be nonviolent. Anything that's violent is going to be used against us.
With one person draping a Mexican flag from their Marina City apartment, the massive rally also attracting eyes of many spectators like Susan Miller from Baltimore.
I think there's a lot of people who are really hurting.
Here's a picture from a downtown high-rise. Thousands in attendance. These ladies took a 12-hour Amtrak train from Ohio just to stand in solidarity. You tell me, why was it so important for y'all to be here?
You got to stand up for what you believe in, and you got to do it for your kids and your grandkids.
The group marched from Dearborn to Upper Wacker in front of Trump Tower, and once there, Chicago's No Kings protest happening simultaneously with many other rallies around the country. Participants denouncing ICE raids and rollbacks on federal funding. Cora Rambert says current tactics in the White House are about authoritarianism, power, and control.
We're going to have the tanks out here, and when we have the tanks out here, it's my birthday, but we're not celebrating my birthday. What we're actually celebrating is the army and, you know, things like that.
How many kings? No kings! How many kings? No kings!
If these people encourage other people to get to the polls and vote, like 108 million forgot to last time, this won't happen. We need to get people out to vote, particularly Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z.
And again, back out here live right now at Harrison and Clark, dozens of officers remain on scene on their bicycles responding to, again, what we were told it was a pop-up, unpermitted protest happening downtown. It seems that many of those officers are now getting ready to leave. We have not seen protesters here in the last hour or so. Now, again, we did reach out to Chicago Police News Affairs. They did tell us that earlier today there was at least one person arrested for hitting an officer. We're still waiting to learn the officer's condition from that situation, but we do know at least one person is in custody. And now I'll send it over to my colleague Gabriela Primus, who has more on today's developments.
In Chicago, it was every age, color, and background that took over downtown streets to be a part of Saturday's No Kings protest. Tens of thousands stepped off from Daley Plaza, screaming their purpose to demonstrate against what organizers say is the Trump administration's overreach and authoritarian tendencies. The protests, they coincided with President Trump's planned military parade in Washington, D.C., where thousands of troops marched through the nation's capital on Trump's birthday. Organizers say this is even more significant as it's their way of showing a powerful display of rejecting the idea of a king in the U.S. A direct challenge to what organizers see as administration's overreach in areas like immigration, civil rights, and the use of military force.
Then show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
Today, while Donald Trump throws himself a birthday party using our military as a prop, we, the people, gather here in Chicago to speak up for those who Trump is targeting. He is terrorizing our neighbors and our neighborhoods in pursuit of his destructive, damaging mass deportation program.
In the crowd were family members of immigrants, some saying anger is fueling their chants and steps.
We're being the voices for those that can't come or are scared to come.
Families with young children also joined in the march.
We want to see what freedom looks like and what's at risk and what we should be fighting for.
Organizers with Indivisible say the protests remained mostly peaceful, and that was the main goal. Any agitators we saw were quickly booed by fellow protesters.
We're going to feel content and happy that we are here and we're trying to make a difference.
Protesters say a long Saturday of coming together to march has fueled them. They will keep coming back and fight the political climate and what they see as an abuse of power in the White House. Reporting in the Loop, Gabriela Primus, Fox 32, Chicago.